You see the score, 118-95 Clippers. It's time now for the player of the game, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. The Czar has approved the selection of Lou Tyrone Williams. I wouldn't say this was a slump to start out the season. I don't think they really needed his scoring, but he got out early and often. You see it, 20-point games off the bench. He leads the NBA history books in that. He's the all-time leading scorer off the bench in NBA history as well, and has been a delight to watch since he became a Clipper back in 2017.
And so important, I think, that he was able to get this game tonight after the terrible loss in the last game. You're looking for guys to step up and lead the way, and they obviously are going to need Lou's scoring. He shot the ball so well tonight. He was very comfortable out there. 7 of 11 from the floor, 5 assists, 20 points.
And really, only he can do this. He just made it look so effortless out there in the 20 minutes that he played.
I try to pattern my style after Lou.
I do a lot of things without effort. They just don't look very good. Stay tuned for the postgame show with Jeannie Zelasco, Don McClain, and Corey McGetty, brought to you by Nissan. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this game will be a lot more fun to talk about for those guys than Sunday afternoon's game. Thankfully, they had you there to bring the sunshine as Edwards connects on another three, his fourth.
That's a tough afternoon to think about what to say after that game.
The attitude was a good one, I thought. Everybody just washed it away. They didn't harp on it, and they knew that they would have another opportunity tonight. They took full advantage. Speaking of taking advantage, Reggie Jackson, 10 points for him, and has looked about as good as he has in a Clipper uniform.
He looks comfortable out there tonight. He knows what he wants to do, under control, not trying to create something crazy, and that's a good thing.
Listen on foul on Kevin Gelly. Jackson with 10 points. By the way, the Clippers, after going 4 for 33 against Dallas from behind the arc, are now 16 of 31. Just so that I had the knowledge, I looked up with a bit of a cringe, worried that it would be the worst three-point shooting ever. It was not. Close, but it wasn't. So they dodged that in the history books, thankfully, as the free throw falls 121-98. No Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota, and it seems like it will be at least a week before he is back. They brought in D'Angelo Russell. We talked about it earlier, but they've only played 3 games together. 2 this year, 1 last year. While they are good friends, you still need to have on-the-court experience together. It will be delayed in the abbreviated season and the weirdness that we're going to have all year. The injury is costly on more than one level. Drew with a massive rebound inside and doing some work, lays it in.
That's a strong move right there. Get it in traffic. First to go get it, number one, and then lay it up as he did. 2 hands, powered it in.
I talked to some of the coaches for the Golden Gophers, and they said in 2 years you will not recognize Daniel Orturu or this guy, Amir Coffey. Gets it ahead to Jackson, waits for the contact and absorbs it. And we'll go to the line for 2.
So, Brian, since we're playing guessing games with each other occasionally, do you think the Timberwolves will get to 99 or 100 or 101 or 102? Where are they going to wind up at the end? They're at 99 now.
And they have probably 2 possessions to get it done. Well, I'll be the unfortunate bearer of news. I think they get to that mark.
Over 100?
Yeah. Do you have some kind of extra activity on this?
I'd like to see them compete, like down the stretch.
Is that what you are? I don't know. Was there any other cities that were involved in this? Maybe a 5-hour drive from here? More east?
Let me think about that, okay?
It's got a dry summer.
Well, that ends that.
Oh, McLaughlin lays it in.
Oh, Phoenix. Oh, Nevada.
Oh, you're warmer. 41 seconds to play in this one, 124-101. Kevin Gelly pushes off, whistle, and a foul. Ball goes back to Minnesota. Likely the last active possession of this game. Clippers will set their sights on the Portland Trail Blazers tomorrow. Their first back-to-back of the season. Turnover. Reggie Jackson going to jog this one across, and they'll just slow it down. The Clippers will win for the third time this year. And a balanced effort. No Kawhi Leonard today, no problem. 4 of the 5 starters in double figures. 3 players off the bench in double figures. Lou Williams led all for the Clippers with 20. Team turnover, 124-101. The Clippers responded on every single level. It's a slow start for them. They found their groove. They never let go. The Timberwolves will run this one out as well. The buzzer will sound with the Clippers winning for the third time